Hey guys, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's up, YouTube? This is your boy Robert Bob TV Brown. Before I go, I got to talk about this real quick because this is crazy. Dr. Jason Johnson, Jordan, Michael Jordan, JJ from Good Time, whatever his freaking name is. And there's some people that's just straight up not gonna like white people at all. Some black people just not gonna like white people at all. They're gonna always assume white people are trying to get over on black people all the time. I'm not in that camp. I don't believe every white person is a white supremacy. I'm not in that camp. I believe some white people go through just as much hard things that we go through. They don't have nothing to do with ADOS and the wealth gap. But there's some that's struggling to get jobs, some that's struggling just like we do. But my whole purpose is I try to focus on the betterment of my people first, then focus on the betterment of other people. It's not, I don't exclude other people. It's just that there are desperate needs for my community. Now, when I see stuff like this go on in the media, I'm trying to figure out what in the heck is going on. Here it is, MSNBC, to me, a news media, just like Fox News, that has an agenda. And the overall agenda is not to help people in general, let alone black people. So here I am watching this, and I was going to do a raw report later on and try to do this all nice and edit and everything. But I'm sitting here watching my boy Cal Kalinske. You know, that's my boy. And I mean, I agree with Cal Kalinske on about 90% of things. Cal Kalinske, his personal belief is he's an atheist. I'm not an atheist. That's where we'll disagree. And that's where we'll agree to disagree. And I'm not going to hate Cal. And Cal shouldn't hate me. You know, so, but let me get back on this thing. I just don't get people who like. I hate these commercials, man. All right, so let's listen to this. A guy or woman who has all the money in the world and can spend all that money, and I bet that Mike Bloomberg makes enough on a daily basis to finance this campaign. How do you beat him? Well, he's doing that, Chris, already, and we should not. We should be ashamed of that as Americans, people who believe in democracy, that the oligarchs, if you have more money, you can buy your way. Now, but to your point, you think Mike Bloomberg's an oligarch? Come on. Now, let's stop there. Now, I will give Nina Turner her credit. I don't like the blonde Nina. I don't like the blonde sister. I mean, you know, she's on fire. Now, understand a couple things about Nina Turner. The moment Nina Turner came out as a surrogate for Bernie Sanders, the Democratic Party shunned her. Oh, no, because she was a leading surrogate for Hillary Clinton. You know, and I could say that she was kissing up to the arm of white supremacy, but tell her that in her face. I'm not spitting that game. Okay. This is one thing I know. She's married to a police officer. Her child is a police officer. She said her husband told her about Bernie Sanders, and she feel that they got a common bond together because they believe the same. Hate on your own. You're your own person. You're entitled to your own belief. You know, I'm not going to hate you. I don't hate you for your own belief. That's your own belief. That's the great thing about being free and being American, whatever. You're entitled to your own belief. I'm not entitled to believe like you believe. So here she is. She's saying up here that Mike Bloomberg is buying his way into the election, and he's freaking buying his way into the election. He didn't start from point A like everybody else. He didn't go through qualifying for the debates like everybody else. No, he just put some money. He started pimping out. See, last time it was Hillary Clinton pimping out the DNC, getting them out of debt with that Hillary Clinton Foundation money, with the Clinton Foundation money. They basically bought the DNC out because they were broke. And the DNC continued to be broke. And they're going to always be broke because most of these Democrats are losing their freaking mind over Donald Trump, and they're doing these stupid things that turn voters off. Case in point, that impeachment, all this foolishness that have been happening for the 3 years of trying to get this guy has caused his approval rating go up, and all kind of aspect of our society, his ratings is up. He don't have lows. thanks to the Democratic Party. Here she is. She's saying Mike Bloomberg is buying his way into this election. Let me keep going. I know y'all saying I talk too much through these things.
He is. I mean, he's not. He skipped Iowa. Iowans should be consulted.
And she right.
To New Hampshire, buying his way into this race. Period. The DNC changed its rules. They didn't change it for Senator Harris. They wouldn't change it for Senator Booker. They didn't change it for Secretary Castro. They changed. Did he buy his way into the debates? Absolutely, he did, and it is a stain on democracy.
And she is right. Where's Tulsi Gabbard in this situation? Where's Andrew Yang in this situation? How come Bloomberg get to buy his way into a whole lot of things? They changed the rules just for him. Well, when you put in 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 to the DNC, you basically are pimping them out. You're buying them out. They're becoming your whore, and you are the John. So people might not like me. I live in New York. You can hate me all you want, but he is Johning out the DNC, and he need to be called out for it. You know, this brother tried to stop me from getting my big goat. He tried to overtax on big goats, man. I take that personally. Nah, it's bigger than big goats. But let me keep going.
To your point, money can buy you, it can't buy you love. Get you some likes, though. Get you a whole lot of likes. But the way that Senator Bernie Sanders is going to win this election is by building a grassroots movement. And that is exactly starting tonight. Starting tonight. That is my prediction. Our senator is going to win. I join you in that. Thank you, Nina Turner, State Senator.
Now, Nina Turner cape hard for Bernie Sanders, and she have a right to. You have a right to be the surrogate of who you are the surrogate for. My thing is, why are you jockeying for position? I don't think Nina Turner is jockeying for position. She's in the Bernie Sanders campaign because she really believes in his platform. Now, Simone Sanders, who used to be with the Bernie Sanders campaign, she's out there trying to make a name for herself. She done sold out and sold in. Going from Joe Biden and all that. How you go from a platform, progressive platform, to a corporate-centric platform? It's because you're a freaking opportunist. You looking for a position. And now she's losing her so-called glory as a result of that. And now you got people like Bree Joy and all these people that's starting to come up, Black sisters. But I don't think Nina Turner trying to get a position. She's going to get one anyway. I mean, I wouldn't doubt if Bernie Sanders offered her the VP position. She's open to it, but she earned it. She earned it. If he asked her, she freaking earned it, because nobody hypes up Bernie Sanders like her. She is Flavor Flav and Bernie Sanders is her Chuck D. Nobody hypes Bernie up. Nobody is his biggest vocal supporter. Nobody has his mindset. Nobody has his dream and his drive than her. And honestly, it would be a smart move for Bernie Sanders to make her president, vice president. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's going to kill her campaign." If you call yourself a person that really believe in what you need to be believe in, you'll be willing to kill. You'll be willing to die for it. But she's the only one who can carry his vision forward, because she's been with him and closer to him. The only other woman that's not close to him is probably other than Jane, is probably his daughter. Other than that, she's like the Jane, his political Jane. Some of us got our work wives. That's what she is to him. She go hard for Bernie Sanders, not for a position, but she really believes this. Now, on the other hand, this fool who's getting ready to talk after her is jockeying for position.
One of the greatest surrogates, I think, ever. Thank you, Brian and Nicole. Thank you, Chris. And because Jason Johnson had such
Chris scared of her.
Just said,
let me tell you something. These white corporate newscasters, and people don't think I love everybody, but I'm just telling you the truth. White corporate newscasters and even black corporate newscasters are scared of Nina Turner, because Nina Turner ain't no joke. She'll get in anybody behind. DNC corporate elites, fake progressive, news reporters, Fox, MSNBC, CBN. She don't give a crap about none of you. She has her own personal stance, and she don't care who like it or not. And that's an admiration that I have for her. She's unapologetically her. Anyway, let me keep going. Now, this fool, on the other hand, is a Democratic kiss up. Man, I thought Roland Martin was bad. Dr. Jason Johnson's lips is glued not to the butt cheeks, but to the anuses of the Democratic Party. And I mean, they're already full of, you know what?
Back again to something just said.
Yeah, look, calling Mike Bloomberg an oligarch has implications in this country that I think are unfair and unreasonable. I disagree with a lot of things Mike Bloomberg.
You hear this fool calling him an oligarch? Is the man is a freaking oligarch. He's one of the richest men in the freaking world. Look up the definition of oligarch, Dr. Jason Johnson, my black ball brother. Look up the definition of oligarch and you'll see Mike Bloomberg. He uses his money for power. He did it to become mayor, and now he's trying to do it to become president. He is an oligarch. This brother is about to kiss some behind, boy. He's about to kiss. I'm telling you, he gonna put hickeys all over the DNC establishment butt cheeks right now.
As a mayor, the oligarchy in our particular terminology, it makes you think of some rich person who got their money off of oil in Russia, who's taking advantage of a broken and dysfunctional system.
Who told you that's what an oligarch is? And he did. He took advantage of every freaking industry that he can get make money off of. He disenfranchised every worker, not willing to give them the decent wages that they need to have. Heck, he won't even let his news report at Bloomberg TV have the freedom to do real journalism. They can't talk about him. Why? Because you work for me. That's not free journalism.
Mike Bloomberg is just a rich guy. America is full of rich.
He is just not just a rich guy. And America is not full of Mike Bloomberg. He is on a higher level of richness, you
guy. And just because you're rich doesn't mean that you're an oligarch who abuses his power. The power that Mike Bloomberg got access to was given to him by the voters of New York. So I think using...
Hold up. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know where this brother head is. His head is all the way up the crack of the DNC's butt cheek. I mean, in the crack. He literally says the voter gave him the power. The voter gave him the wealth. The voter didn't give them his wealth.
That comes from fine. It's great in the Iowa caucuses, and the the supporters are going to love that sort of thing, but it ain't the kind of language that you should be using. I think it's dismissive. I think it's unfair, and it's the kind of thing that blows up in your face if you become the nominee and you have to work with Mike Bloomberg 3 or 4 months from now. And that's the issue that Sanders...
Now, let me stop here. I got to get out of here. Where in the freaking world you think the Democratic Party the nominee have to work with Mike Bloomberg? Who the heck is Mike Bloomberg? Bernie Sanders don't need Bernie Sanders' money is long. He got people power movement money. He don't need, the whole point of Bernie Sanders' campaign is I don't need freaking rich people money. I get my money from the people. You figure that we need to have access to the wealthy in order to get what we need to be done. That's another black suck up. See, he's trying to jockey position. You know, sometimes he's taking the place of some people's shows when they're not there. That's jockeying position. It's just like Joy Reid. Joy Reid was when she was working with the Griot, she was a guest on other people's shows when they were not there. And eventually she got her own show. This is Jason Johnson. He's jockeying position, kissing white supremacy arm, because most of the news media is an arm of white supremacy, whether you're Republican or Democrat. They're not going to report things that's going to lift people up. They're going to report things at the helm of corporations. They behest to the corporation, and he's sitting up here playing in that game.
People never seem to want to remember.
Now, I was watching Cal, and this thing really kind of ticked me off, man, because these oligarchs are something else. First of all, Mayor Bloomberg hey, that's me up there. I'm live, baby. I'm live. Let me hit that button up here. Let me see myself.
To something else.
Look at that. Let me stop. Well, first, like I said, he is an oligarch. He is buying his way into the election. Oligarch. Not only is he an oligarch, he's an a-hole. And I can say a bunch of other things. He's a bigot, because anytime you push that stop and frisk for the simple reason of trying to get black people to fill up your private prisons, which you got investments in, Not only are you an oligarch, you're a bigot and an asshole. I say asshole because I'm trying not to cuss this year, but you know what I mean. So, guys, go ahead. I mean, Jason Johnson is one of the most horrible black men on the face of this earth. He is another Stephen from Django Unchained. It's not, Malcolm X said it. The field Negro and the house Negro. He is the house Negro. He wants to live where the master lives. He want to eat the food that the master eat. When the house burned down, he get upset and cry with the master. When the people on the field is saying, burn that sucker down, I wish the winds blow by and make the fire go down, burn it even quicker. He's the one that when the storm come down, he's still in the house. The field Negroes got to go and try to fight the storm out there on the field. He the one that when the master is sick, he don't say, are you sick, boss? He say, we sick, boss. He identifies, identification is with his master. And that's what you got with Dr. Jason Johnson. He's kissing up behind. He's trying to identify right here in this particular piece with his master, rich, white, wealthy oligarchs. You don't got that many blacks. And that's the big problem. You don't have that many black oligarchs. You got one or two. you know. But Mayor Bloomberg is definitely an oligarch. He's a bigot and he's an a-hole. And anytime you're trying to tax people and make things hard for people because they got styrofoam plates, or you trying to make things hard for people who just want to get a little smoke. Now, I'm not a smoker, but anytime you try to make things hard for people who love big gulps like me, I love big gulps, you're horrible. Now, imagine what this guy would do as president. He think he can buy his way into this process, and we got to say, no, you're not going to do it. You should have came in like everybody else. We're canceling you right now. I always cancel Mike Bloomberg. I would have never voted him for mayor of New York, and I sure ain't voting for him a governor or the United presidency. And I don't care if there's a choice between Trump and him. I ain't voting for neither one of these bigots and oligarchs because Trump is an oligarch, Trump is a bigot, and Trump is that. Now, I could say something about Trump doing right now. He got a couple of programs that he's pushing. I'm going to talk about it. See, I'm the type of person, I ain't got to like you, but if you got a good policy, I'll support it. Because it's not about who's pushing the policy. It's about the policy in general. I'll support it. The First Step movement Trump did, I support it. I think it could be better. Bernie Sanders is a whole lot better, but he pushed it. He got it through, and I support him on that. Don't mean I support you. Don't mean I'm voting for you. But this guy right here, Jason Johnson, a Democratic. How did he get his doctorate anyway? But anyway, he's another Stephen. He's another we sick boss man. And we need to let him know that we ain't listening to nothing you got to say. I don't know who gave you the title doctor. They need to strip it away from you because you ain't no real doctor. You're just another Democratic black suck up. Worse than Roland Martin. All right, guys, thank you for your time. I'll holler at you later. Like, subscribe, share. I don't know why I did it like this. You see my hand right there. I mean, here's my face right here. I don't know why I did it like this. I'm just chilling in the room, getting ready to get out of here. So let me see who's up here. And Zande X. How you doing, Kim? Always there. Appreciate you, my loyal friend. I'm an independent already. I really appreciate you guys being on. I'm gonna holler at you later. I'll be on tonight. I'm gonna talk about a subject that's very important to me, and it's about the slut voting, and we not letting this election get us too emotionally charged where we can't make right decisions. All right, so I'm gonna talk about that today, and talk about how some of y'all guys ready to kill your family members because they're not supporting your candidate, or you can't kill them. At the end of the day, these politicians don't know you personally, and you got to take care of your family. Your family's gonna always be your family, so you can't be going too much off on them. All right, you still got them, but we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about slut voting. We're gonna talk about loving people, loving our family members, even though they don't agree with us, and how we can kind of squeeze in and, like my boy Tim Black say, sprinkle some facts on them and bounce up out of there. So we're gonna talk about that. This girl trying to call me. Anyway, I'll holler at you later. Bye-bye. Will she stop trying to call me, girl? I'm trying to shoot a video.